Hello and welcome to the Plan B Guide to the Ascendant Council encounter within Bastion of Twilight. My name is Rizz and I'll be running you through step by step as to how we overcame this fight. Okay, so we'll be starting off with engaging our two first adversaries, being Fluius and Ignatius. Biggest thing to be aware of, guys, is while their health is separate, they will be triggering the next phase when one of them reaches 25%. Now the trick here, guys, is to make sure that you reduce their health equally. Okay, what we generally try to do is make sure that once one of them gets to 30%, we try and equalize the other as much as possible. Now we do have DPS split, one on obviously Ignatius and one on Fluius. Ignatius here, as you can see, is doing a big AoE Rising Flame ability, which obviously we need to do 1,000,000 damage to him or his shield in order to interrupt that ability. He will continue to just cast that until he's had the sufficient damage to destroy that shield. Very, very important. You want all your DPS focusing on reducing that. The damage he does increase with each hit, so very important. His other ability is obviously to jump at someone and put fire on the ground. Just knocks them back a bit. Nothing too strenuous there. Just have to get back into the fight. The advantage is, obviously, it negates Fluius's ability, which is to make someone waterlogged. Fluius will obviously throw water at us, and if we do get the debuff of waterlogged, we just simply run into fire to, there you can see now I've got it there, and we run into the fire to get rid of it. If you do have a class such as Paladin or a Mage, you can ice block out of it, or bubble out of it. If you're a human, you get the added advantage of using the ability Every Man for Himself. Now, you've only got 2-minute cooldown on that, so be aware that you don't want to, rely on it. The other ability that Fluius has is Glaciate, where the closer you are, the more frost damage you will take. Tanks, be aware of this because it hurts. Okay, so you do want to move away from it as much as possible. Okay, so you see here we've just about to hit our second phase, which is engaging Arion and Terrestra. So there you go, they've come in, and we're going to be beginning Phase 2. Phase 2. Okay, so basically from here on out, it's what's known as the up and down part of the fight. Or encounter, whatever you like to call it. So first off, we go up. You can see the little cyclone onto the left-hand side of the room here that I'm heading towards, and you can see the gravity well on the right-hand side of the room. Okay, so when we want to go up, we go in the cyclone. I'm sort of chasing it around here a bit. They do move, so be aware of that. To avoid that quake. Two people didn't get up, so they took massive damage. You can see there on the health bars on the left there. You want to avoid that as much as possible. Our healers are not going to like you very much. Again, with this phase, we want to equally reduce their health to 25%. Okay, and you can see there I just jumped into the gravity well. Reason being is the next one is Thunderstorm or Thunderstrike. I'm not too sure exactly what it is. Anyway, it's bad. It's basically the opposite of Quake, but in the air. General physics, really. Okay, so you can see there's that massive damage there. Everyone was down, so we didn't obviously get hit by that. The other thing to be aware of in this particular phase is Lightning Rod. If you do obtain Lightning Rod, remove yourself from the raid. You can see a person there, ran behind me. He's over on the left-hand wall, staying away from everyone else so that he doesn't electrocute and kill somebody. Okay, so yeah, just basically up and down. The only other annoying thing is they do move around a bit. Then the cyclones and the gravity wells do, unfortunately, move. So you can see there that I actually got stuck in a gravity well, and I had to ice block in order to make sure that I stayed alive. We actually even lost one person. Does make the DPS a little bit harder on this fight. You can see there, Lightning Rod, they're moving out of the raid. Bosses are still moving around. Tanks, the only thing to be aware of is when you're tanking is to avoid the sort of little, what do you call it, ground spikes that come up. If you do see that, make sure you move out of it. You can see there we're down again. We're still pushing health, trying to keep them as equal as possible. And pretty soon we'll have our next ultimate come up. Bosses are still running around like crazy mofos, which is very annoying at times. And you can see here we're about to try and get up. There we go. Again, still trying to keep their health nice and equal. Quake's about to be cast. And we've managed to push him into what's now known as Phase 3. Now, very important is when they're all at 25%, which is what we wanted, they will all join together. Okay? And form what's Ultimate Dude. We generally nickname him Captain Planet. Pushing into what's known as Phase 3. Okay, so for this phase we save Hero. All our massive big cooldowns are popped in this phase. The biggest thing to be aware of is you need to stay at range. Now you can see there that people are getting taking lightning damage. If you're too close to someone else, I've got a little sort of radar there on the right. Keep an eye on that during this. And yeah, obviously if you're too close to someone else, you'll electrocute them as well as you, doing increased damage for each chain of lightning. He'll also throw fire on the ground. Use your damage mitigation cooldowns. For that, I'm using as a mage. I'm using the little shield that I've got there. You can see it there. The other ability is he will lift someone up into the air and then drop them. You can see there. Our priest got picked up. I'm then casting a slow fall on him so that he doesn't take his falling damage. Saves him from, well, saves our healers from any potential increase, and of course, hopefully, it saved him. I'll be next, and you'll see the ramifications of what happens. Okay, so we're still staying at ranged. I'm getting picked up here. His health is still dropping nice and quickly, which is good, even though we're 1 DPS short, and I've just gone splat. Never mind, he's about to fall, and that's pretty much it, guys. That's the entire encounter. Hopefully there's been enough information there for your group to successfully go and, yeah, get some shiny loots yourself. All the best. This has been Rizz from Plan B on Aim and Thull. All the best, yeah. Thank you for watching, and please feel free to subscribe and add any comments you like. All the best.